It's gonna be late.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Prioritize,
Mhm.
this. Okay. All right, welcome. So let's take a few moments. Feel your eyes start to rest. Notice any tension in the shoulders. You drop them. Sometimes, if you slide your hands back a little bit, it gives room for the shoulders to drop and the chest to lift. Into the quality of your breath right here at the beginning. Share this. I saw on Facebook, Instagram, something, a little meme, but yoga is my happy hour. I thought, yeah, so welcome to happy hour. Inhale. On the exhale, bring the hands together, bow your chin. And inhaling this next breath, lengthen tall. Exhale completely. Let's just do one more full breath in. Take it in. Hold it. Draw your navel in and up. Draw the breath up. And then exhale, let everything go. And we'll chant Om together 3 times. Inhale to begin. Om. 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 Bowing your chin, release your hands to your thighs, lift your chin, and open your eyes. We're going to start with a footy. Goodbye, have a good day. In the next room, Sharon's waiting. Charlotte and Sue are as well. So, bye, heart. Okay, good. All right, so just, the score here. I'm going to play a little bit with the arch, the middle line of the foot, and just trace lines there a couple times. Yeah, okay. And then, here I feel like this call for the reflexology of the foot. So the middle line is the solar plexus, the arch of the foot, supposedly. And then if we go up a little bit, just under the balls of the feet is the house of the lungs. The heart is there. So just massaging a little bit there, that space right, between the second and third toe, the soft part that we play with there, the bubbling springs in Chinese medicine. Just opening that up, and as I do this, and you take your fingers up to that space between second and third toe, and then you slide your fingers down, and the bone gets a little wider over here on the pinky and a little wider over here on the big toe, and it's almost like here's where the ribs join and the space, the ribs come apart. Well, imagine that happening. Good. Okay. And I'm going to just walk up to the toes, give them a little wake up. And then fingers between the toes. Good medicine. And we'll just be with this and wherever you are here. Just breathing and rolling your ankle maybe. Okay, let's take one big breath in and then sigh it out. And we'll release the toes, give the foot a little twist and a little rub. And then take a moment, just experience. We're awakening our perception to the sensations in our feet. Think about all those years you just walked. Literally, I think of I see people, you're just plodding along on your feet. You're not aware. sure, you know, I know that was me. No awareness. All the strength in the feet. So you take your time here, warm it up, love it up. And then we're going to find that center line again and just paint some horizontal lines with your thumbs. It's like you're massaging the center of your being right there. Okay, I'm going to take the hands up and let's find the house of the solar plexus, right where the ribs join, under that space between the second and third toe, over the balls of the toe. And then just, you know, noticing how the bones come out. Your sacred geometry, like none of it is an accident. Yeah. It's waking up what we can imagine as being the home of the lungs and the heart, the breath, the ribs protecting all of that. Very vulnerable organs, your vital organs. Okay. I'm just making my way up to the toes, weaving the fingers in between, and then just being with this opening. Keep everything flowing. And so just take a nice big breath in and let it go. And release that and rub it up. Okay. All right. So here we go. If you want to put your socks on or anything like that, you go ahead and do that. Okay, we're going to start lying over. I'm talking like this because I'm going to lie over blocks. And if that's not comfortable for you, you're welcome to just like substitute a bolster or a blanket. Okay, the other thing you can do is take the blocks and take a blanket, open it up and you just kind of hold it there. And then if you want to see what are we doing, Joe? Okay, I'm going to take the bolster. I'm going to put it back here for my head. And you might need another blanket on top. You're going to see what unfolds for you. Okay, then I'm going to put this blanket over bolster and blocks. And then I have another blanket here down, just support. And then this massive heating pad is here too. And then, okay, so now, because you saw how I put the blocks. I had them lengthwise right beside each other. So that's going to support hopefully a lot of the back. I'm going to take this blanket off just so we can see where the blocks are lining up. So I'm going to come down. I got like bottom of the ribs here, shoulder blades on the blocks. And then you'll see, you know, how this is. So once you're in it, arms wherever you like. Maybe not over your head yet, but we're definitely going to get there. And so here's the pose. That's it. Okay, so the chest is supported. Feel free to move up or down, you know, kind of explore. At the tips of the blocks, you know, I'm going to rest into that. I like that little bit of discomfort. So pat it up, take your time. And then resting with your legs bent or straight. Just allowing this lift of the chest and the dropping, you know, with the abdomen and letting the hip crease, you know, your psoas muscle here just relax. So however you have your legs, they're hopefully very relaxed. And once you're here, maybe the eyes are going to close. And just resting. Well, Anne is here. Anne, we're doing a flu buster class. I'm so happy you're here. I hope you're feeling a bit better today too. That's great. Yes. Hello. Oh, see, that's the joys of having yoga at home. You're a little under the weather, but you don't have to go anywhere. That's great. Okay. Good. Yeah. I hope you caught that setup and great. Okay. So resting in. Here's the thing about resting is that unless we're consciously connecting to rest, we're often still holding tension. Even when you're you think you're relaxing on the couch or wherever you're doing. Even sometimes when we're preparing for sleep, we're still holding. So now you've got this feedback of these blocks. The head is resting, hopefully comfortably. And you're just going to gift yourself permission to let the heart space be very heavy, to really receive the weight of the blocks. And as we rest here, I want you to notice if you start to feel yourself almost like lifting the bones up, and then you're, oh, wait, I can drop into the blocks. It might just be a cyclical thing. Just kind of happens. Let the shoulders relax, the jaw relax. Okay, I'm going to add the arms. So I'm just taking them right over the head and then rest on the bolster here. And, you create for yourself this position of rest. So if you need to bend the elbows wide or anything. So we're just using the arms over the head to increase, the space in the sides of the ribs. Even in the lengthening of the lungs. Notice if you're holding tension in the back of the neck or the jaw, and sometimes just lifting your head up and lengthening through the back of the head and bringing it back might help to kind of move out of that. Okay, and then just as you are, you start to increase the inhale. See if you can take in more. Maybe you pause at the top and draw the navel in and up. And then release. And if you can pause at the bottom for a few moments, go there. You're just really intentionally feeling like, you're filling up this balloon. That is the whole upper chest area. And once you get to the top and you draw the navel in and up, it's just going to put a little bit more pressure there. Let it go. You do that maybe 2 or 3 more times. If you need to bring your arms down, you do that. Okay. And as you finish this last exhale, just rest here for a few moments. Expanded breath. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do, so this might not be for everyone, is I'm going to take the bolster away and let the head hang. And that's just opens the nasal passages a little bit. So I'll just move the bolster out of the way, drop the head. If that's not good, you put your fingers behind your head and you use your hands to kind of lift it. But at the same time dropping, so I'm going to do the lift with you. Just using that, rest the head. Maybe your head comes down to the floor, arms can come out, and if you've had some vertigo issues, then this is a pose that will bring them out, bring out that dizziness. So sometimes it's not a bad thing if you're okay with it. It's not a happy thing or make you nauseous. So you decide. Okay, one more breath. Okay. I'm going to take the bolster
And you can, you know, lift your head up if you like. The bolster's coming underneath the hips. So if you could do that without coming off the blocks, then go there. And if not, and then, you know, roll to the side. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I have the bolster under the hips. I'm gonna scooch myself forward a little bit. So these blocks are now, tips of the blocks are more like at the tops of the, I'm gonna say the shoulder blade area, and I can put the head down. But if that's not good, you have your blanket, you know, just throw that underneath your head. Okay, and so what I'm looking for here, what we're all looking for here, is to have the block supporting a little bit lower than you did. So maybe the bottom tips are, you know, at the waist. It might be that low. So the tops of the shoulders are just kind of rolling to the floor. And then I feel those top tips of the blocks are like, if I line up, let's say, the top of the underarms, it's kind of there. You know, but be playfully curious, move yourself around, see if you can find a place where feel the chest, the back supported, the shoulders are releasing to the floor, the head is, you know, on the floor on a prop, knees bent, or you can straighten the legs. We're just going to take a few more breaths here. A little bit of discomfort. It's okay. A lot of discomfort, maybe not okay. So if it's not good. And the blocks could come out completely and you could just put a rolled blanket there. But what the blocks do is hold the bones, hold everything up. So, you know, we can imagine maybe the tissues get some space. Okay, I'm going to assume you are comfortable, and we're going to just do one little massage here. I'm going to take the hands, and you're going to find the bottom of your collarbone. So just underneath the collarbones, you're going to find this place that maybe feels a little soft and fleshy. And you're just going to plant your fingers in there and gently draw the flesh of the underneath the collarbones, you know, towards like your feet. Let's say that you're just going to draw it down. Breathe here. So there's a little bit of pressure of fingers there. You're drawing down. You're breathing. One more moment. Okay, and then we'll just release the hands. Take the arms back out. Drop in. Okay, I'm sure you're ready to come off the block. So let's bend the knees, feet to the floor. Now you're welcome to lift your head and then you kind of press yourself up. But if that's not going to help be a good thing, roll to the side as carefully as you can. Might take the bolster up first. Okay, and then once you're up, oh, feel that, right? Good. All right, we're going to do some chest pounding. Take a moment, feel this. And then right where we were touching before, I'm going to start by just making some circling here. I guess you could do this lying down if you want to lie down. And then I'm just going to do some pounding. So we might just go across one hand at a time, just over, you know, this bony part of your chest. If you feel like coughing, that is a good thing. And adding your voice, like I get to do right now, is a good thing. So go ahead and make some noise. You're in your own space. We'll just do one more moment. Yep, that's what we want. Okay, and then we'll come out of that. Yes. Okay, I'm going to take these blocks. And you could always do one. And I'll just show you what we're going to do. I'm going to start with, okay, I think I like the blocks like this. Sometimes better if they're, I did it today, but now it feels not so good. So be able to go with. Okay. Oh, I know why, because I was sitting on the bolster. Okay, I think this is good. Let's start with this. So I'm just sitting on the floor, bolster blocks. You can do a different block setup if you like more support.
you know, sometimes I put that block like so it supports the head, and now I have it so the head is just kind of dropping down a little bit, and that's a good thing. So I'm happy with that. Take the arms out, legs however you like. Maybe they walk out a little bit, go a little wider, knees together. Okay, so to end of the bolster is maybe into the low back, just above the sacrum area. If that's not good, you put a blanket under your hips or whatever you need to do. Okay, so just letting everything melt into this. Okay, so here in this shape, just, you know, take your attention to your abdomen, the center of you, like where the diaphragm lives, and we're massaging the center of the foot and referencing the center of the sides of the waist and around. And just allow this place to drop. And I'm going to change the leg position. And you might go cross-legged, or if you're comfortable going into a Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees open. We'll just take a few breaths there. So it's better for you. So we're going to do a little sinus massage on the face in this shape. So you can change the cross of your legs or change the position as you need to. Okay, so we're going to take let's say the index finger and the ring finger of both hands. And you're just going to bring them right to like that space between your eyebrows. And then we're just going to paint lines like right over the eyebrows to the temples and from the temples to the hairline. And you just go back and do that a few times. So just over the eyebrows, temple, hairline. Let's do that a few times, exactly like that. And then we're going to move the fingers down to the eyebrows. So you might have the index or no, the middle finger at the eyebrows and the index just underneath. And just, you know, massage this, draw lines. This is a lot of fluid here. So over the sinuses, you just want to keep it moving. And then we're going to move to underneath the eyes. So let's start with the index fingers at the bridge of the nose. And then you're just going to go down the bridge of the nose and over the eye bone. And then this naturally goes to the ears. You know, that's where they drain. And you might even notice if you draw this line, you end up at the ear flap area. Do this a few times. And then we're going to just tap at this place, like right underneath the eyes, the eye bone, maybe tops of the cheeks, just tapping from the center out a few times. Good. Okay. And then we'll end that. I'm going to take just your dominant hand and find the tip of your nose and just move it around a little bit. Just move the tip of your nose. How often do you massage the tip of your nose? Just move it around, feel around. Move it in any way. Maybe you want to walk your fingers up the bridge of your nose. Just opening this passage that literally is purifying the air that comes in and to the body. Okay, and then release. Take a few breaths. Drop your jaw. Okay. So I'm just going to bend the knees, put the feet on the floor, stay in this restful place and bring in a little bit of a windshield wiper action, just rolling your knees side to side and in any way they want to go. Okay, and then we're gonna come up out of this. So you might want to roll to the side or chin to chest and then press yourself up and just be in this space for a moment. Whatever's coming here. So, and also having the head down, bringing it up is good. It's good. It's good for the head. Move around a little bit. Okay. So now I'm going to just change position. I'm going to come and sit here on this side and let myself drape over here. So if you're have a longer torso that's longer than bolster shape, you know, you might need another block for your head so that when you come down, you know, you have something to put underneath your head. If you're good with two, you know, that does make things more interesting. Let me try it first. I did already do this today, but now I'm like, no, it's changed. So let's see how this is. So once you're on the blocks, I'm going to bring my hands down. So it could be one block, lift your tush, and then you find the sacrum on the block. Oh, this feels actually great. I might do this a few times. And then we're going to come to lie down. Again, we have like, oh, but, you know, when you hit the right place, everything's just wants to be here. So take your time, use your props, one block under your hips, A-okay. One block underneath your head, A-okay. You just kind of see. So now I have the top of the bolster fits for me, you know, it's holding the shoulder blades. And feel the tops of the shoulders are just rolling to the floor. You walk your legs, maybe you want to walk them away from you a little bit, go nice and wide. Start to aim the knees towards each other, you know, see how that goes. Or, you know, sometimes some people just love to open their legs here, and you're welcome to play with whatever feels good. Hopefully this feels good. Okay. Whatever height you have, just feeling consciously the shape the body's in. We have that, you know, hips are elevated, heart is below the hips, even one block, all happening. And then the head is below the heart. We are changing the flow of gravity here. Adjusting anything you need to adjust. Just resting. Consciously dropping in. Okay, so our final few moments here. So I feel like here I have this nice lift of the hips. I'm going to bring the knees in. That's just going to add more weight to the top. So if that works, give it a shot. And not a happy place for you, just stay where you were. Care to slide out of this. So take the feet back to the floor if you brought them in, and just wiggle yourself. If you have a block under your head, take it out. Then just wiggle yourself back so that now we have the bolster underneath the sacrum. Okay, I'm going to put my feet on. I have this 2 blocks, so put my feet on the bolster. Feel supported there. I can stretch the legs out. That might be really nice. Cross-legged might feel nice. Maybe not. No. Okay, just
Feet on the floor too is fine. So just playing with gravity here. Now the bolster, I'll just say it again, underneath the sacrum, low back. Whole chest is on the floor. Back of the head is on the floor, or you could add a support. And then just being here in this shape. So if you have the knees bent and the feet, let's see, does it work? Feet on bolster works. Kinda. Okay. Whatever you've got going on, it's feeling that your relationship to gravity has changed. Now we have the whole back on the floor, or the upper back, sorry. Just letting the breath, letting the bones, everything consciously connecting and resting. Okay? Be so soft here. Okay, so you're very welcome to stay as you are. You want to bring your knees into your chest where the bolster is, might help that. You might feel like, oh yeah, okay, this is good. It's not good, it's not good. You can bring the hands and just draw these knees in. And then just rest here for a few, let the body use the props in some way. Oh yeah. Okay, stay where you are. You're gonna extend the legs overhead because like that. So if that's nice, you like that too, go for that. You could use the hands to hold it or massage the backs of your legs here. Whatever shape you're in, be very present. And gently releasing. We'll let the feet come down to the floor and we'll just wiggle ourselves forward once again. So we come right off of the bolster and the blocks. Just be fully on the floor. I'm just going to leave the bolster where it kind of ended up, and we're going to move to windshield wiper. Maybe it'll be helpful to see what it does before I move it out. You never know. Maybe that's going to be a nice little support place for the inner knee. Moving through. Good. Okay. And then coming back to your center. I need a drink. Okay. I'm just going to roll to the side. Just come up to sitting, just so we can set up for the next one. Okay. All right. We're going to move into Supta Pada Gustasana with the strap over the leg. The way to lengthen the legs so that energy flows. Okay. Let's see. I don't think I'm going to put the blocks aside. I say that, but I'm like, maybe if you like to support yourself with a block, then bring them in either side. And then for your head, you have the bolster there. Maybe you use the bolster or it can be a blanket. And we'll come to lie down. So you have your head supported, but you also don't really need, somebody might not want that. So that's just fine. Okay. We'll take let's start with the right leg. We'll take the right foot into the strap. You could have your socks on still if you have socks. And we'll just start with a little shoe shine. Very gently bringing the energy in. Left leg can stay bent, you can straighten, whatever your preference is here. And then we'll bring that up, balls of the feet, or just underneath the balls of the feet where we, imagine that the lungs receive something. And then just be in this first part of the pose, knowing you can let your leg drop. You could have your knee bent. You can wrap your hands around the strap, or you want to strengthen your grip a little bit, then just hold the strap. Okay. Now, here you are, leg lifted, resting. I think I'm going to take this out from underneath my head for it to just be flat. Let the shoulders drop, the back of the heart drop, imagining you have these blocks underneath your chest that you're resting into. Softening to the hip crease of the right leg. Maybe the leg needs to move away a little bit so the hip crease can start to grow up. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of flexion into the foot just to open lines of energy and pressing through the heel. Softening the back of the heart. Softening your belly. Noticing. Nice easy breath, eyes closed, you're just softly gazing at your leg with great love and gratitude. And one more breath. Let's open the strap and we'll slide the leg, over side to side like we do. So the way of opening. Let's do that a couple times. And then we're going to let the leg open out to the right and hold both ends of the strap in your right hand. Use your block if you like that to support your leg. Anyway, it could be close to the thigh. I'm just moving the block all the different places you could find that you'll feel like, okay, I'm going to open. You could always have the left leg bent. You might even walk the left foot in and let the left knee drop out. Almost like a little half Baddha-Konasana. Grounding a little bit. If you're doing that, the outer left foot is a little bit anchored. Breathe here. Okay, I'm just starting to move my right foot, pointing the toes down and lifting them up, just as a way of moving that inner hip crease. Taking advantage of this shape. Okay, one more full breath. And as you exhale, you start the exhale and then lift the leg up. Okay, we're going to prepare to go to the second side. So we're going to take both ends of the strap into the left hand. Okay, now I have this left leg bent. Maybe it's going to drop over to the left, and then I'll take the leg over. And we kind of did this in class the other day, a little bit of, there's something here. A little bit of lifting and lowering, if that feels good. Or just hang out here. You can let the foot come to the floor, hold it up, you decide. You can always be moving in the pose, if that helps. Just breathing, softening the right shoulder. Okay, and then exhale and start to come back up. Just hold the leg up for one moment. Just reach the hands up high. Lift the head and chest up. So you've got the leg, you lift your head, maybe the chest up, maybe you draw the leg towards you. Maybe the left leg straightens, but it doesn't have to. Okay, bring the elbows in. One more breath. And then release. And we'll just let that right leg go. Let your strap just rest on your tummy. Both legs extended, and we'll just feel that. And you can feel that grounding all the way up. And then I'm just going to separate the legs apart. roll the toes in and out a few times. And just move the hip joint. I'm using my hands too, it's just a natural thing. Okay, good. And then take a full inhale, really press those big toes towards each other. And as you exhale, just let the legs flop, arms flop. And then we'll do the second side. And bend the right leg and take the left foot into the strap. And then we're going to start with a little shoe shine. Very, maybe it's a very gentle, light shoe shine. Okay, right leg, I'm going to extend mine, but you do what feels good. And then we're going to find that place right underneath the balls of the feet. Place the strap there. And then you just be here. How can you embody this? So you're dropping, and you can hear me like, it's constant. Playing with the breath is a way of connecting to what's happening inside. What's happening in your left hip crease? Because you need to release that left leg a little bit. You can find some softening. You might even be pulsing your leg, just doing it naturally, pulsing the leg in and out a few times. And then we're going to just be in the pose. You're going to notice the back of the heart can rest. Maybe you want to add a little flexion into the foot, pressing out through the heel. Whatever shape you're in, your shoulders are dropping, the jaw is dropping, third eye, right outer hip. Can you release? And then we're going to open the strap. Just take this little leg for a ride, side to side. Do that a few times, and then we're going to take that leg over to the left side. Use your block or not. The right leg is bent. You might walk the right foot into center, let the knee drop out. And you have a block here too. I didn't say that on the other side, but you could throw that block underneath there. You want that bit of support. And being here in this extension. And I'm starting to move the toes down and up just to get right into that inner hip crease. Right at the groins there. Wherever you are here. Okay, we inhale. We begin the exhale and then start to come up. Change hands. Now, if you have the right leg bent, maybe it walks way over to the left. And we take it over to the right, take the left leg to the right. Maybe you want to rock a little bit or dance it a little bit. Just explore this movement in this shape. Keep doing that if you like that, or just hang out. Letting the left shoulder, left arm heavy. Inhale, begin your exhale, and then start to come out. Take the leg back into the first position. And again, I'm going to lift the head and chest up. So the head lifts. And come up, you pull that leg in or here. The elbows come in. Wherever you are. And we'll release, and we're just going to let that leg come out. The legs just flopping. turn the toes in and out. Okay. You're gonna bend the knees. Roll to the side, come up, just you can set up, and we're gonna set up for Supta Baddha Konasana with a bolster underneath the torso. Okay. And then, you know, I always say it, you don't need to put blocks underneath, and then I do it, and I'm like, oh, it feels so good. So you know, just start right away with the blocks. I'm gonna do, that's what I'm gonna do. Like I said before, one for the back of the heart and one for the back of the head. And then we're gonna put, you know, your socks on, all that, I think. Okay, let's see, I'm sitting on one blanket and I only have one other one here. I'll find the other one. And we'll just make some quick little blanket rolls to go underneath the just gonna grab another blanket. On either side. We'll take the heating pad and just put it on top. She's coming. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm just gonna grab the dog, but here it is. Soles of the feet together. Thighs are supported. You're either, you know, you can put your tush right against the bolster, or you create some space. Hit the blocks are just right. The arms need more support. Come down. Eye pillow, sandbag, all that stuff. Oh, thank you. Okay. Now maybe she'll be quiet. Okay, I just grabbed my eye pillow. So here we are in this, you know, culmination of everything. You know, the back of the heart is lifted, the head is a little bit higher. Arms, if they're open out to the side, you know, it just opens the sides of the chest. So however you have that, you can even, you know, bend at the elbows and might rest the palms on the blankets you have here for the thighs, if that works. You see whatever feels supported. You feel the back of your heart supported, perhaps by a block, your head supported. But you get to rest into the soft pillow of your bolster. I didn't say to cover yourself with a blanket. Might be a good idea because we are going to rest here for about 5 minutes. Just using my powers of observation to deeply rest. And you know, if you lose that, it's all fine. The more you give in, then you might find, oh, the breath becomes a little bit more shallow. It's just happening. We have this nice open torso here. Chest is open. Your pelvic floor is open. The energy of the soles of the feet connecting. Connecting the energy of the soles of the feet, the energy in your pelvic floor, the energy just drawing that line straight up from the soles of the feet up, the solar plexus, the heart space, the throat space. To the third eye, and everything in between.
Just running through like the back of the third eye, the back of the skull, back of the throat, back of your heart, back of the waist, solar plexus space. The back of your pelvic floor, resting into your sacrum. Sacred space. Just following that light all the way down through your center line. Just intersect between the soles of the feet. See everything fluid and open. Connecting from the crown of your head, the tips of your toes. You're very welcome to stay here, even for a few more minutes or whatever you like. Also stretch your legs out. They could be wide apart. It does change, this line of energy that we were following. It's going to come out of this just to set up for Shavasana. Okay. So whatever feels good for you. I'll just tell you where I'm going to go from here. Is to a chair Shavasana. And I do have my chair here. I know I didn't tell you to. So if you don't have your chair, you're just going to use your blocks. And you just, and then we'll put the bolster on top. And you'll use that to support your calves as you lie down. Okay. So I'm just going to move that out of the way for me. I have my chair here. Whatever you set up, you could just stay in the Baddha as well. Whatever feels good. And put this blanket over the chair. And this is same idea. You either have the calves over the bolster supported by your blocks. You can use this chair as a way of, supporting the calves. If your knees drop out, you want to go there to a little bit of a Baddha here if you're using your chair. And if this doesn't feel like a place you want to be to rest, then come on out and assume a shape that feels nourishing. The name of the game. How can I nourish myself? This is my happy hour. It's resting in a way that supports this idea of self-care beyond a bubble bath. So hopefully you're in a very comfortable position, integrating everything that we have put into this time. Your hip creases, releasing. Allowing and inviting the body to rest into your support. You're noticing
you're holding or gripping at the shoulders or the heart or the chest, anywhere there that you can just let go a little bit more. The eyes rest a little more deeply. Just acknowledging that by taking this shape and taking this time, you are prioritizing your wellness, your wholeness, your capacity to reveal and to hopefully heal. That is good, potent work. And the work here is in the letting go, the resting. Letting the energy move from the crown of the head all the way through you to the soles of your feet. And maybe also back up. Just dropping in now to the deepest state of softness you can today. Staying in this shape for as long as you'd like. You're ready to come out. And you'll just start by moving your toes, your ankles, your wrists, your fingers. Maybe stretching your arms over your head. Taking a few deep breaths. If you're using the chair, you bend your knees, place your feet on the edge of the chair. You have the bolster, you could do the same thing. It might topple, but sometimes that is just fine. Okay. And it's moving along in a way that feels loving. You're staying as you are. Taking a few moments, if you come out of that, I felt very deep and heavy. So you need to take a few moments to just embrace that. So you know it, it's yours. This is what it feels like when I come out of my rest.
As you're ready, joining the hands at the heart and bowing your chin. Seal this practice with our May We Be Blessed mantra and an oath. Inhale to lengthen and release this breath completely. Inhale to begin. May we be blessed with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be healthy and may we be happy. We'll seal that. Inhale. Breathe wellness and wholeness into your hands. Catch that breath. And then offer this to yourself. Maybe out to your loved ones or anyone else who needs that. So much love. Take it all back. Thank you. Mwah. My friends, thank you for being here. So nice to see you. Okay, I'll be here on Sunday. So hopefully you're here. We'll see you soon. Have a great day. Feel good. Yes, I'm happy you came.